So before we explore other celestial bodies, let us first observe and learn about our own planet. Now, NASA has created a program solely for this purpose. We're studying the Earth's environment. NASA's Earth Observatory System is a series of coordinated satellites with the purpose and mission of a long-term global research observation for the land surfaces, the Earth's solids, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Some of these satellites are the Aqua. The Aqua studies the four sphere of the Earth system: the land, ice, hydrosphere, and the atmosphere. Next is the Aura. The Aura studies the Earth's ozone, its air qualities, and even the dynamics in the atmosphere. Next is the Calypso. Calypso studies the thickness of the clouds and the aerosol around them, which helps determining how much pollution is in the atmosphere. Next, we have the Jason series. Jason 1, Jason 2, Jason 3. They uses radar or altimeter to study the Earth's surface height. Next, we have the ISAT. ISAT tracks all the ices around the Earth, from North Pole to South Pole. It keeps tracks about its sizes and shapes. Next, we have the Deep Space Climate Observatory, which studies the satellite side of the Earth from the L1 Lagrange point. And lastly, we have the Sea-Star or SeaWips. This SeaWips is designed to monitor the changes in the Earth's ocean's color. All of these satellites provide information about the clouds, climates, oceans, and lands. They can also measure the volcanoes, smokes, and even they can provide us information whether a natural disaster is coming through.
Hello everyone, I am Joe Albert. I am here today to discuss about satellites mainly that observe our Earth's weather. In general, there are two groups of satellites, and those are geostationary operational environmental satellites and the polar orbiting satellites. The geostationary satellites are satellites that circles the Earth in the speed matching the Earth's rotation, allowing them to observe a fixed location. They are essential for communications in global positioning of our Earth's weather, while as the polar orbiting satellites are at low altitudes and they are orbiting the Earth from pole to pole, meaning from south to west to north. And these photograph the examine the surface for analysis of crops, for weather, and perhaps for military purposes. Each orbit may take about 1.5 hours as they orbit the Earth is turning beneath them. So over the course of 24 hours, they can examine the whole of the Earth's surface. Or they can examine the whole Earth's weather condition and weather patterns in mere 24 hours.
Observation satellite are satellites specifically designed for Earth observation from the orbit. Similar to spy satellites but intended for non-military uses, such as environmental monitoring, meteorology, mapmaking, and etc. Well, most Earth observation satellites carry instruments that should be operated at a relatively low altitude below 500 to 600 kilometers. Other environmental satellites can assist environmental monitoring by determining changes in Earth's vegetation, sea state, ocean color, and ice field. For example, drought can be monitored by comparing the current vegetation from its long-term average. Also, they can detect wildfires and changes on ice field. These type of satellites are almost always in sun, synchronous, and frozen orbit. The frozen orbit is selected as this is the closest to the circular orbit that is possible in the gravitational field of the Earth. These days, Earth's observation has become technologically increasingly sophisticated. It has also become more important due to dramatic impact that modern human civilization is having in the planet. Each observation provides to improve social and economic well-being.
On October 4, 1957, the Sputnik 1 successfully launched and re-entered the Earth's orbit, thus the beginning of the space age. The successful launch of the Sputnik 1 shocked the world, giving the former Soviet Union the distinction of having the first man-made object into the outer space. The word Sputnik originally meant fellow traveler and has become synonymous with a satellite in modern Russia. The Sputnik 1 is humanity's first artificial satellite, and if you are familiar with the shape of Sputnik 1, the pressurized sphere, which is made of aluminum alloy, has 5 scientific objectives. Number 1 is to test the method of placing an artificial satellite into the Earth's orbit. Number 2, to provide information on density of the atmosphere by calculating its lifetime in the orbit. Number 3, to test radio and optical methods of orbital tracking. Number 4, to determine the effects of radio wave propagation in the atmosphere. And number 5, to check principles of pressurization used on satellites.